Mike, sports, vibes. Thank you for vibing with the Bull. Week 1 preview. Are you ready for the Minnesota Vikings to show and shock the world week after week after week? I'm ready for it. Get your popcorn ready, and best believe I'm going live after every single game this season. It's definitely going down, so tune in, subscribe, and like. You already know the vibes. This is what I think the Minnesota Vikings need to do to win week 1. I'm going to start with the offensive line versus their defensive line. Offensive line for the Minnesota Vikings versus the Buccaneers defensive line. Ezra Cleveland, Ed Ingram, and Bradbury. Brian O'Neill, Darryl. Brian O'Neill. I hope you are healthy, my brother. I hope you are healthy from that Achilles injury. I ain't going to say no more than that. Darryl, you already know you that guy. Just don't get no concussions. Let's go on to the Ezra Cleveland. No comments on that. I ain't going to say nothing negative. Ed Ingram. I need you to do better than preseason. That's all I got to say. Get your popcorn ready, y'all. This could be a long season, or this could be a real long season. And I mean that in a good way or a bad way. It can go either way. Bradbury, I don't want you getting pushed back into Kirk Cousins, because this is where it's going to all. Championships are won. Super Bowls are won in the trenches. Offensive line and defensive line. The defensive line of the Buccaneers is not no slouch. I know next week, a lot of people are thinking about next week against the Eagles. It's going to get worse for us. If we don't do anything this week and block right, it's going to get bad for us in week 2. I'm keeping it real. Vita Vea, I think that's how you say his name. Nose tackle from the Bucs, 6.5 sacks, straight up beast. Please. I don't know if they're going to put some running back to help block. Josh Oliver, he's a great blocking tight end. Hopefully he can help block. Everybody has to chip in, because we know that we have a quarterback that he could be pretty darn good, but he could be bad too at the same time if he doesn't get the protection that he needs to be successful to give the wide receivers the ball. Another player, linebacker Devin White, is a straight up beast. Outside linebacker Shaq Barrett, he got hurt last season, but he's a straight up beast. They're going to apply that pressure to Kirk Cousins from quarter 1 to quarter 4. We have to block. That's the only way I see the Buccaneers beating the Minnesota Vikings, and I really believe it. I think it's going to be a beatdown. I think it's going to be a blowout. If the Bucs get that pressure on Kirk Cousins, this could be a close game, right? If not, it's going to be a beatdown from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. I truly believe it, because I don't see anything the Buccaneers can do. I don't see them winning it. Anything. The only thing I can say, because I'm not scared of Baker Mayfield. I like that he's not scared to make that throw. But then again, I like that he's not scared to make that throw, because he gives the ball up. He throws a lot of questionable balls every game. So all I ask for all the corners, safeties, linebackers, anybody on defense, when the ball's coming your way, make the catch. Don't always knock the ball down. Make the catch and get that INT. I'm expecting some turnovers. I'm expecting D Hunt to have a field day on that offensive line. I'm expecting DJ Warren to have a field day. Davenport, Tonga. I feel like when we apply that pressure to Baker Mayfield, he's going to make questionable throws, and we're going to have at least 2 to 3 turnovers this game, and it's going to be a blowout. The only thing that the Buccaneers got that might be a problem besides their defensive line, we got to see what our offensive line is going to do against their defensive line. But the only thing that I see that the Bucs can do against us is their wide receiver tandem. Their wide receiver tandem is vicious. I ain't going to lie. It's vicious. Mike Evans and what's the other bull's name? Chris Godwin. I think his name is Chris Godwin. They both had 1,000 receiving yards apiece last season. They're both very good. You could put Murphy on one, but who's going to be on the other one? Is it going to be Mekhi Blackman? Is it going to be Evans? Is it going to be Andrew Booth Jr.? Who's going to be guarding the other wide receiver? Hopefully there's safety help. Harrison Smith. There's a lot of questions, but the one thing about, like, for me personally, the defense, I think, is the least of our worries, to be honest with you. I really feel that way. I know that sounds crazy after what we went through last season, the Donna Shell defense. Brian Flores, I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it week after week. He has changed the culture. There will be pressure applied to the quarterback from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. We might give up some big plays, but trust me, the defense will make a lot of big plays to offset that. Brian Flores, the way he coaches defense is, y'all going to see it. Get y'all popcorn ready. Y'all going to see it. Ivan Pace Jr., everybody's going to make plays. They're going to be aggressive. It's going to be team tackling. It's going to be not too many missed tackles. They are going to ball out this season. They're not going to play off of the wide receivers. It's going to look different, y'all. That's why I'm confident. Week 1, we're going to dominate them in week 1. I'm not scared of the running game. Who's the running back? Rashad White. I don't even know who that is really, right? I'm not scared of Rashad White. Our running back, this is another thing. For us to have a successful season and successful against the Bucs, we have to run it on them. I know it might be a little hard to run on the Bucs, but we have to establish the run. We have to. For us to be successful and through the whole season, the run game has to be on point. That might get the offensive line confidence when we run the ball. Madison has to prove that he's running back number 1. Ty Chandler has to prove he's running back number 2. We have to run the ball because it opens up everything. The screen game, the play action. We have to run the ball. I believe if we run the ball a little bit and we're successful at it early, it's over for the Bucs. Week 1 is a wrap. What else? Honestly, ain't nothing really else to talk about the Buccaneers. Buccaneers don't stand a chance. I will be surprised if they come into Minnesota, the real Terror Dome, the real terror. You know what I mean. We don't lose at home all like that, except for in the playoffs against the Giants. I don't know what happened that game. We all know. I ain't going to get into that. But let me know in the comments below what y'all think about week 1 going against the Bucs. Is it a dub? Give me the score down below. The score I got is a beatdown, 31-17. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. Let's go. Vikings get hype. It's going to be fun this season, y'all. This is the end of the video. I truly appreciate you vibing with the bull. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. I'm out.